So, a part of this channel is that when the NHL turns into a full-on drama soap opera show, we gotta talk about it here. We gotta talk about the big drama moments here in the NHL, and man, do we have a big one. I talked about this a bit in the other video, but who is the Ottawa Senators Montreal Canadiens rivalry getting reignited a bit? I talked about it in the other video a bit. Remember in like 2013, 2015, around that time when these two teams were playing each other in the playoffs, the Lars Eller headline in the newspaper that Habs fans were furious about, Brandon Prust calling Paul McLean fat bug-eyed walrus, all this stuff, like beautiful, juicy playoff rivalry between two Canadian franchises here. That was good stuff here. I mean, that was something that I miss it, truly. And whenever I see guys like Tkachuk, guys like xhekaj, guys like even DJ Smith, the new coach now of the Ottawa Senators, not Paul McLean, getting into it and getting heated, emotional about the Montreal Canadiens and vice versa, I love to see it. It's just, this is what makes this product, this entertainment, so good. It's when you have times like this. Like, hockey's an emotional sport. You're supposed to get riled up about it. You're supposed to get into it. I love seeing stuff like this. That's why the Battle of Alberta is so entertaining and is so intriguing and interesting. It's because of all the emotion behind it. And if we get something like this, just inject it into my veins. Seriously. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday there was a lot of stuff going on. Josh Anderson hits Tim Stutzle, okay, out of nowhere. That was a big one. And we've also had stuff like Austin Watson, who threw a big hit on Kirby Dach, right? And a fight between xhekaj and Watson. It was a chippy game, man. It was a man's game. There was a lot going on there. And at the end of the game, here's what DJ Smith said. "We don't like that the other team is targeting our guys. We'll be ready the next game." And, I mean, that's just... So there's a lot of fans responding. And this is one guy who's upset, Scott Matla. He says, "Watson hit Dach. What game were you watching?" Now, DJ Smith here, I think he's referring to Tim Stutzle. I do think he's referring to, like, I think it was a 4-minute penalty on Anderson for his hit on Tim Stutzle, and it's in preseason. You could hear the crowd in Newfoundland gasp. They were like, it was like, it was funny, man. And, hey, I love it. Whatever way you slice it, this is top grade entertainment. Give me more of it. Let's get more people upset at each other on these two teams. I want to see it. Is St. Louis gonna say a little clap back today? Like, what's gonna happen here? Let's add some more fuel to this fire, because man, could this end up being some top level entertainment. And look, I talked about this in the other one too. I do think that probably the Sens are going to be a better team than the Habs this year. That doesn't mean they can't have a great rivalry. Doesn't mean when they play against each other on Hockey Night in Canada on Saturday night, it can't be a banger of a game with tons of chippiness, fights, hits, all the good stuff. Give it to me, man. Seriously, I want to see it. Let this rivalry get fueled even more. Now, do I think Montreal was targeting Ottawa Senator players? No, I don't really think so. I mean, I do think a few guys on that roster, like Brendan Gallagher included, are kind of annoyed with Tim Stutzle, and they feel like he might have been flopping around a bit in some other games. I'm trying to stay impartial in this. I'm just thinking why they might be upset with him, why they would have quote-unquote targeted him. And he had a goal and 2 assists. He was phenomenal last night, so that probably didn't make the Habs players very happy. And Austin Watson hitting Dach. Like, there was some stuff in there where it was like, whew, wow, this is spicy for a preseason game in a Newfoundland barn. But honestly, for a coach to come out and say this in the media, like, the coach is the guy who's supposed to be steady at the wheel. Like, the fans and even sometimes the players are the ones who run hot, right? And they're the ones who sometimes in the media will come out and say, "Oh, this guy did this, it was classless, it was whatever." The coach is the one who's supposed to steady everything down and be cool as a cucumber. But for DJ to be the first one to come out and be singing this from the rooftops, man, was that interesting. from the Ottawa Senators head coach yesterday. We'll see what happens from it. But if it means a reignited rivalry here, get me some popcorn, okay? I want a large with butter layered, please. I want to see more of this. I cannot wait to see more of this stuff. I think this is just going to be great. I can't wipe the smile off my face. Like, give me more games of this. I don't want to see the Florida Panthers against the Edmonton Oilers on a Tuesday in November where there's going to be nothing and like Connor's going to score a couple and well, it's just going to be, nothing basically. But I want these types of games. As many of them as you can give me, okay? The Battle of Florida, the Battle of Alberta, Battle of Ontario, this one, Habs Leafs. Give me some spiciness in all these games. That's what makes this great, all right? Okay? If you want to see more content like this, also, leave your thoughts down below, of course. If you want to see more content like this, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.